Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wakefield High School for a big one in Division III. This is the semifinal. The winner of this goes to Lowell to play for the division championship. And the surprise is that it's Dracut here. Dracut finished the season 10-10, stuck into the tournament. They turned around, they beat Minuteman, they beat Newburyport. And now, if they could spring a major upset, they would go to Lowell. They're 12-10. They were the number 12 seed. They're playing St. Mary's, the number 1 seed, looking for their 23rd win. 22-2, St. Mary's. St. Mary's winds up with the tap. Josh Lopez outside. They try to go inside. And we got a foul. No, they call steps. Abate Walsh looking for a little turnaround shot. St. Mary's goes to that full court pressure, trapping. Straight man-to-man, but they'll trap any chance they get. And now they call steps against Dracut. Good-sized crowd here at Wakefield High School. David Brown, the head guy for St. Mary's. Brian Myers doing a nice job for Dracut. They try to go inside. They threw it behind on Oahu. They called a charge. Good defense by the Spartans. So here's with 2 losses on the season. And they were both teams in Division I. They breezed through the Catholic Central League. Perez outside. They're chasing Echeverria around and they foul Echeverria. So Dracut came in knowing that the idea is to try and shut Echeverria down. He's the big scorer. They get scoring from others, but Echeverria usually leads the group. 3-point basket by Abate Walsh from dead in the corner. Gets St. Mary's on the board. And they're going to get Abate Walsh leading over the back. They got stuck. Echeverria tipped it away and lays it in. So St. Mary's out to a quick 5-0 lead. They get stuck and they have to take a timeout. St. Mary's got them stuck in the corner and they have to burn the timeout. St. Mary's beat Saugus and Arlington Catholic, the enemy in the Catholic Central League. We mentioned Dracut beat Minuteman and Newburyport, the number 4 and 5 seed. We haven't played quite 2 minutes. Mary's out quickly to a 5-0 lead. I mentioned Dracut, they were 10-10. There's always a team someplace that you say, how did this team get here? How did they even get into the tournament? All of a sudden you look and they're playing at Springfield or Worcester in the state final, and you say, there were only 500. And here he's trapping again. They get him stuck again, and they throw it away. And St. Mary's almost gave it back. Dracut not handling that trap very well. Josh Perez is going to get called for steps. St. Mary's doubling up, trying to pick up the pace. They blocked the shot, but they commit a foul. Cameron McCullough will be at the line, looking for the first 2 points, or first points, for Dracut. Good look at the St. Mary's cheerleaders who are here. They've done a great job all year. They put as much time, effort, and energy into what they do as what the basketball players do. So McCullough gets him on the board. Misses the second. Abate Waltz gives it to Perez to bring up. Dracut in a 2-2 zone. The other defender is chasing Echeverria. They're not letting Echeverria get loose at all. Nice pass. Bad miss. Perez made a nice little move from the left side to the right side and laid it in. St. Mary's 7-1. The runner is up and good by Zuva Adaka. Try to say that 5 times fast. That's their first basket. Bab is trying to back his way in, can't. Adawagu trying to kick it out to Echeverria. It got picked off. They're not letting Echeverria breathe. Knocked loose. Shot missed. Tipped. Out off St. Mary's. So they're trying to put a blanket on Echeverria. He got that breakaway layup, but he hasn't been able to get a shot off. Marcus Brunson Perez is coming in. We're in the first period. And he jumps out to a 5-0 lead before Dracut got a field goal, actually a foul shot. He got a basket. They're back within 4, 7-3. Three-point shot, no good. Abate Walsh with the rebound. That's Echeverria. Trying to get loose. Down the lane, lays it in. Dracut gets it over the half-court mark. Underhand layup around the rim and out. Tough shot by Zuva Adaka. Inside, Badmus trying to back his way in. And does. They're going to have a tough time with him inside. Stuck, but they get rid of it. 3-point shot is good. Adrian Torres with that 3-point basket. He's got that 5-point lead still. It was 8 before Torres hit the 3. Badmus with the little fall-away hook. And that pressure's still bothering Dracut. Taken away. He almost threw it away. Badmus with a nice move, couldn't get it to go. Stepped around the defense, kissed it off the rim, but it wouldn't go. Now they take it away. So both teams being charitable. Echeverria for 3. They're trying to shut him down. He's got 7 in the first period. Now the pass picked off by Walsh. From the corner, no good. Shot by Josh Perez. Off the rim, no good with the 3 by Torres. Off the front rim, Badmus. Missed it again. Missed it a 3rd time. Wide open down court. McCullough. That's a 4-point turnaround. Badmus had 3 chances. Couldn't get it to go. Now he backs his way in. Can't hit the shot. Falling away hook. From the corner, no good. Echeverria with the rebound. Blocked going to the basket. He was looking for a foul, didn't get it. Fall away, no good. Echeverria, the long 3. Misses everything, goes out of bounds. St. Mary's doubling up, trying to pick up the pace. Dracut would like to slow it down. He saved that pass. Try to go underneath. Got tipped away. Dracut gets it back. The runner off the glass, no good. Pacheco with the rebound. Echeverria pushing it up. From dead in the corner. Brunson Perez, no good. Tip to McCullough. As the buzzer sounds, the first period is history. St. Mary's out quickly. 16-8. St. Mary's getting out quickly and grabbing a 12-point lead in this Division III North semifinal. We mentioned the winner goes to Lowell. Echeverria with 7 tough points. They played him close to the vest. He was able to get a couple of shots, 1 a steal, a big 3. They held Dracut to 8 points, 3 baskets. Way across court to McCullough. Lucky to complete a couple of those passes. McCullough driving the lane. They're going to get a foul on St. Mary's. Dracut wants to spread it out, slow it down, hit some shots. St. Mary's wants to press, keep the pace up. So they're playing man, but they're doubling any chance they get. They drive the lane. Pacheco ties up Torres. The alternate possession goes to the Spartans. Dracut goes to a half-court trap. Perez kicks it out. Batista's shot, no good. Pacheco comes away with it. Three-point basket by Marcus Brunson Perez. Good three-point shooter. St. Mary's presses. Dracut hails it. Off the rim, no good. The follow won't go, but they're going to pick up another foul. And Giancarlo Santiago will go to the free throw line. St. Mary's picking up some fouls. Off the rim, no good. Onwago was back. In for the first time is Henry Maraca. Only a freshman. He's played very well. Second one is good by Santiago. Both periods they get on the board first with a free throw. Their first point. From dead in the corner, off the rim, no good by Echeverria. They double up again, and they took steps, trying to get the pass away. So St. Mary's forcing Dracut to play up-tempo. Down the lane, getting it to go was Roseras. He's played really well. Marvin Roseras. And now Dracut comes back, gets the shot, looking for it, and one, then they call it. They call it a charge. Dracut thought they were going to get a basket and a free throw. St. Mary's with a double-digit lead. They lead by 12. Can't go to Badmus. The pass is picked off. They fronted him. They couldn't get it over. Driving the lane and laying it in is Monette. First basket of the second period. Shot, no good. Up and good by Maraca. Dracut called a timeout. St. Mary's picked off that pass. But Brian Myers was standing right there next to the official and said timeout because they were stuck. 5:14 left, St. Mary's by 10. At basket, I thought they called a charge on Torres looking for a three-point play. They actually called the basket good. There wasn't a foul on the play. Baker will have the basketball here in the second period. Way across court. Little jump shot, good by Santiago. And Mary's gets it right back. Josh Perez walked right in for the easy layup. For another foul against St. Mary's. Bait Walsh coming back. St. Mary's is their starting five back on the floor. Down the lane, they kick it out for three. Good by McCullough. Dracut hanging around. A bait Walsh from dead in the corner, no good. Off the rim, no good. Rebound inside, got blocked, and they called it off Dracut. Dracut's got the lead down to 7. They go inside to a bait Walsh. Coach MIAA saying it went off St. Mary's, but they're not giving it to him. Inside, they got what they wanted. Badmus to the basket. He got hit. Shot came up short, but he'll get 2 at the line. Badmus picks up his 5th point. Missed the second one. Three-point bomb by Torres again. Dracut hanging around. Stripped away. 5 in a row by Torres. Turned over again. 7 in a row. And St. Mary's needs a timeout. Dracut was down double digits. It's now a point with 3:14 left in this first half. And St. Mary's is in a little bit of foul trouble. They have 1 to waste. Dracut has 3 to waste, but Dracut giving them a battle. They were down 12 points. They're fighting back. A big 3 by Torres. Now they've run 7 in a row. 5 of them by Torres. And all of a sudden, it's 26-25. St. Mary's with 16 points in the first period. They only have 10 so far through just about 5 minutes in this second period. Dracut has 17 in the period. Torres has 7. Santiago has 5. So Dracut hanging around. Dracut steals it away. They try to go inside. It got tapped away. They almost lost it. They get it back. They can take the lead. Torres with another 3. All of a sudden, it's 28-26, Dracut. Torres has 10 points in the period. That's 10 in a row by Dracut. And St. Mary's now finds themselves trailing after leading by 12. And they take it away again. Restolen. Foul in the backcourt. Won't be a shooting foul. That blanket is paying off against Echeverria. He hasn't got a shot off in the second period after getting 7 points in the first period. So they did their homework, Dracut. As we're winding down the second period. They try to go inside. Dracut takes it away again. St. Mary saved it right to Dracut. Up and good by Santiago. He's got 7 in the period. Adams with the rebound. He gets grabbed. He'll go to the free throw line. All of a sudden, it's 30-26. Dracut wiping out a 12-point lead by the Spartans. Adams ends a long drought for St. Mary's. Makes them both. Dracut by 2. Who would have thunk it? Stolen away. They doubled up, forced the bad pass. Bad miss inside, lays it in. And we're tied at 30. High off the glass, tough shot. They missed the layup. Echeverria wide open. Badmiss gets it back. He's got 7 in the period. St. Mary's gets the lead back, but only by 2. Three-point basket. That was McCullough. Dracut gets the lead back. They double up on Echeverria. Inside, Badmus clears house. Get the pass from Abate Walsh. Dracut can take the last shot. Down the lane, Coach Myers was looking for a foul, didn't get it. They don't beat the buzzer. So Dracut has got to feel pretty good about themselves going in the locker room. They were down 12. They cut it to a point. It's St. Mary's 34, Dracut 33 at halftime. Back at Wakefield High School, Dracut will have the basketball, and they had to feel pretty good about themselves going in the locker room. They were down 12. They cut it to a point. They had a big 25-point period. It's almost like they changed uniforms. Dracut had 8 in the first period. They got 25 in the second period. They're down a point after being down a dozen. And they kind of shut Echeverria down. Tipped up. Abate Walsh winds up with it. He had 7 in the first period. I think he got 1 or 2 shots off in the second period, but couldn't connect. Abate Walsh gets St. Mary's off and running. His second trifecta. He got him going in the first period. Torres tried to get it back. He was the big gun. He had 3 trifectas, Torres. From dead in the corner, the 3 by Zubaradaka. So they get it right back. Torres is only a freshman. Echeverria with the shot, hits the 3. See if that gets him off the slide. He hasn't been open for too many shots. But Torres with 13 points, 10 of them in the second period. He's only a freshman. The layup is good by McCullough. He had 6 in that second period. And that wasn't McCullough, that was Peters. Off the rim, doesn't go. Badmus with the layup, gets it to go. He's going to look for a 3-point play. He had 13 in the first half. To lead the scorers, tied with Torres from Dracut. He's looking for a 3-point play. And he gets it. It's a good free throw shooter for a big guy. And he is tough inside. Off the rim, no good. Abate Walsh comes away with the loose ball. They'll give it to Josh Perez to bring up. They try to go inside the Badmus. It got broken up. Torres missed the 3. Abate Walsh with the rebound. They had 2-on-1. They settled for a 3-point basket. A 3-point try. Off the rim, no good. Tipped away from Onawagu. Runner, no good. Echeverria comes away with it. Lays it in. He's got 5 points in the period. He only had 7 in the first half. He's coming to life. They double up on Torres. He dribbles away, gets it away. 3-point shot, no good. Blocked inside, blocked again. Josh Perez comes away with it. Pass trying to get to Echeverria, got picked off. Torres got knocked down. Coach Myers wanted a foul, didn't get it. He squeezed the shot off. Badness got it to Onwago. He'll get 2 at the line. Misses the first. It's his first point. Well, leads back up to 8. A 12-5 run to start this third period has put Dracut in another hole. Spinning down the lane, blocked by Abate Walsh and Badmus combined. It goes out of bounds. At the buzzer, they throw it up. They had to beat the shot clock. Echeverria's 3. Bounces off the rim, no good. Blocked from behind, nicely. There it goes. It looked like it went off the foot. Monette made that big block underneath, and he looked like he got the pass like he was going to score at the other end. And it looked like it went off his foot, but they called it off St. Mary's. Almost stepped out of bounds. They save it for 3. Off the rim, no good. Dracut gets it back. 3-point shot. McCullough with the 3. Dracut takes it away. The layup by Monette. Actually, it was Santiago. It was 24-4. Dracut gets it back. St. Mary's can't stand prosperity. Driving for the lefty. It goes. That was McCullough. Dracut coming right back again with a little run. Abate Walsh can't hit the shot. Badmus off the rim, but then he taps it in. And we got a timeout. So every time it looks like St. Mary's going to run away and hide, Dracut comes back. It was 8 a minute ago. Now it's back to 3. Just over a minute left in this third period. The winner goes to Lowell to play for the division championship. The loser packs it up. Good look at David Brown talking to the troops. On the other side, Brian Myers. Done a nice job with this Dracut team. We got great odds in Vegas that Dracut would be in the semifinals. You would have got great odds that they would win a game in the tournament. They were 10-10. They were down the bottom of the seedings. They had to play the number 5 seed, the number 4 seed. They knocked them both off. Now they're trying to knock off the number 1 seed. St. Mary's can't put them away. They were up 12 in the first half. They cut it to a point at halftime. They were up 8 here, had the ball. Dracut comes back again, cuts it to 3 with a minute left. 3-point shot, no good. Brunson Perez can't hit the shot. It went out off Dracut. Perez lost it. Dracut took it away. They lob it inside. The basket goes. Peters with the basket. He's looking for a 3-point play. He could tie the game up. Missed the shot. St. Mary's comes away with it. Shot clock is off. St. Mary's can take the last shot. And we get a foul against Dracut. Echeverria started to go to the basket. He got by the defense. They reached around, thought they got a steal, but they call a foul. Roziris is in the ball game for St. Mary's. Brunson Perez for 3, no good. Dracut with the basketball. Torres lets it fly at the buzzer, doesn't get it. But Dracut hanging around. St. Mary's just a short time ago had an 8-point lead. And all of a sudden, it's where we were at halftime, a 1-point St. Mary's lead. Eight minutes of basketball in regulation to see who goes and plays in the division finals. St. Mary's will have the basketball. They can't put Dracut away. They got it to double digits. Dracut came back, cut it to a point. They got it up to 8, had the basketball. Dracut comes back and cuts it to a point again. Brunson Perez for 3, no good. Yeah, we got a foul against Dracut. They were holding on to Badmus. St. Mary's against Central Catholic teams and Division III teams. They call steps against Badmus. St. Mary's wanted a foul, thought he got pushed. The only 2 games they've lost was Division I teams. And most of the games have not been close. And in comes Dracut at 12-10, giving them all they can handle. Spinning off the glass, no good. Follow up and good by Peters. Dracut has a 1-point lead. Shot no good. Tipped by St. Mary's. Dracut comes away with it. Up and good by Santiago. And we're going to foul. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead for Dracut. St. Mary's hasn't been in this situation very much. By this time in the game, they're usually putting their subs in. Off the rim, no good. They can't hit a shot. Turnaround by Walsh is good. Driving to the basket, McCullough lays it in. Right through 3 defenders, squeezed it off. Kissed it off the glass. Echeverria can't get loose for a shot. Down the lane, they lost it. Dracut comes away with it. Throwing it in is Santiago. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point lead for Dracut. An 8-2 run. To start this 4th period. Played almost 2.5 minutes. St. Mary's got 1 basket. So 2.5 minutes into the 4th period, St. Mary's only has 16 points in the second half. They've gone cold offensively. And they rely heavily on Echeverria getting those big threes and getting them out, getting them running, getting big runs during games. And Dracut has more or less shut him down. He's got 12 points. But off the rim, no good again. Dracut with the rebound. St. Mary's has the 3 biggest guys on the floor, and they get 1 shot at the basket. Shot no good. Echeverria with the rebound. Abate Walsh can't hit it. And we're going to get a foul against Dracut. McCullough he's given away a few inches to Badness. And we're going to get a timeout. Almost 3 minutes played here. St. Mary's will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. St. Mary's has 5 to waste. That could be good, that could be bad. The way this game is going, if St. Mary's is down in the last minute or so, they'd have to foul a few times to put Dracut on the board, on the line, rather. So sometimes one team foul is good. In this case, it could be bad. But Dracut hanging around, surprise of the tournament. 10-10, just making it. Beating number 4. Newburyport beating number 5, Minutemen. Now looking for what would be one of the biggest upsets in the state this year. Trying to knock off number 1, St. Mary's. The consensus among most people would be that St. Mary's would just walk right to Worcester and win it all. They played a very tough schedule, played some very good teams. They beat English, which could be, they're playing at the Garden English, they could be, a big Walsh hits a 3 to end the long drought. They lost to a Springfield team that was #1 in the West Division 1. They lost to Mansfield, who were last year's, I believe, Division 1 champions. Those are the only 2 losses. And the Catholic Central League is one of the better leagues around. So the competition has been terrific. They don't make the shot, but they're going to call a foul on Echeverria. And Peters is going to get 3 at the line. So everything went St. Mary's way in the first period, in the first half, till late in the second period. They were up 12. Dracut came all the way back and cut it to a point. St. Mary's looked like they would run away again in the third period. They got up by 8. They had the basketball. Dracut came back again and cut it to 1. Three in a row by Peters. Dracut by 5. Tipped and almost stolen away by Dracut. St. Mary's has more turnovers this game than I've seen them all year. They gave him a lane. Ramirez couldn't hit the shot. Echeverria. Pass picked off. Stolen away. He didn't just block it. He stole it away. Josh Perez with a great play. Badmus winds up with it. Inside the Badmus for the easy layup. He's got 20. St. Mary's cuts it to 3. I feel funny to even say that. St. Mary's cutting it to 3. In and out. Now we got a foul. And that's going to put St. Mary's at the free throw line. First one is good. Allie Barry pressed in the service, makes the free throw. St. Mary's cuts it to 2. Tip. Barry got a hand on it. He was the backup quarterback. Got the start against Fenwick that caused all those problems when they sat some people to get ready for the Super Bowl. Ramirez is back in. Deep in the backcourt to McCullough. They were lucky to get that pass connected. Shot no good. Echeverria with the rebound. St. Mary's can tie it with a deuce. Walsh, no good. Kicked out. Off the rim, hangs, doesn't go. Knocked out by St. Mary's. The referees are going to get together. The outside official, I think, saw it correctly. It went off Dracut. They get the call. That's the right call. The outside official, they got together. Good job by the official to get together and talk it over. You want to get the call right. Badmus took steps. He caught the ball, turned around like he was going to make a pass or maybe go to the basket, and they said he took an extra step. Almost stolen away. He tried to go inside. St. Mary's knocked it away. St. Mary's thought the pass went out without anybody touching it. And we're going to get a timeout. Just over 2 minutes. Who would have thunk this? 2:09 left. Dracut, 58. St. Mary's, 56. Hard to believe. Dracut, we mentioned 10-10 coming in the tournament. They were ecstatic over the fact they made the tournament, winning the last couple of games. Now all of a sudden, they're not ecstatic anymore because they're saying, guess what, we belong here. Dracut has the basketball. They have a 2-point lead. And we're going to get a foul against St. Mary's on Walgo. Not a shooting foul. So every possession very important right now. They were lucky to get that pass complete. And we're going to get a foul. Zuvra Adoka went to the basket. Onwago reached to get a piece of him. Sammy Batista in the game for St. Mary's. Dracut, if nothing else, able to shorten the game up here, leading by 2. Knocked away. Good job by Monette, waiting till the ball bounced in the backcourt before we went and got it. Got deflected by St. Mary's. He didn't want a backcourt there. Yeah, we got another foul against Onwago. That's 3 back-to-back. He's going out, and Abate Walsh is coming back. Another 30 seconds that Dracut can shorten the game by, leading by 2. From dead in the corner, no good. Abate Walsh with the rebound. Echeverria pushing it up. Shot from the corner by Batista for 3. One tick over a minute. St. Mary's back on top by a skinny point. They still have a foul to waste. They're shooting if Dracut fouls. But regardless of how this finishes, if St. Mary's hangs on here now and wins, this is a really moral victory for Dracut. There isn't anybody in America who thought that Dracut would be close. Never mind leading in the closing minutes or coming back from 12 points. And they have a shot to knock St. Mary's off. They have the ball with a minute left. Down only a point. Big 3 by Batista from the corner. He's only a sophomore. Very big possession here for Dracut. Depending how much time they take off the clock, if they don't score, if they use up 30 seconds, St. Mary's could run the clock out. St. Mary's still has a foul to waste. Stolen away. Ball goes to the floor. A tie-up. Jump ball. It's Dracut's basketball. But they used up an awful lot of time. St. Mary's by a point. Everybody on the edge of their seats here at Wakefield High School. They have to score. And they do. A 3. Monette with a 3. Dracut by 2. The shot clock is off. They steal it away. Echeverria commits the foul. St. Mary's had the basketball, and they stole it away. Shot clock is off. Dracut is going to get free throws. They lead by 2. No, they're not going to get free throws. That was the foul that St. Mary's had to give. And we're going to timeout. 5 seconds left in the game. St. Mary's had a chance to tie it or win it. And they picked St. Mary's pocket. St. Mary's had to commit the foul or they had a breakaway layup. So Dracut has the basketball. And they're going to spring an upset. They're going to wind up beating the Spartans. St. Mary's is not going to get to Lowell. This will be the shocker of the year in any division. St. Mary's odds on to win it all, never mind here, to go to Worcester and win the state championship. They had a tremendous year with 22 wins, beating some very good teams. And Dracut, stumbling into the tournament with 10-10, is going to win their 3rd straight tournament game. They get the ball in bounds, St. Mary's has to foul immediately. And they commit a very hard foul. Did they call it intentional? I don't think so. They could have. I think if it was early in the game, they might have called that intentional. St. Mary's had a foul. They fouled very hard. Santiago was at the line. He needs the first to get the second. If he makes them both, St. Mary's is history. He gives Dracut at least a tie. St. Mary's would have to throw it from half court, hit a three. That's going to do it. It doesn't make a difference what St. Mary's does. They throw it up off the backboard. And the upset is pulled by Dracut. They hold St. Mary's to 59. St. Mary's led by 12. They were breezing in the first period. Dracut came back with a big 25-point second period, cut it to 1 at halftime. St. Mary's up 8, had the ball. Dracut came back again and cut it to 1. And then they got the lead. St. Mary's tried to come back. They had it down 2 with the ball. And they picked St. Mary's pocket. And then Santiago hits 2 big free throws to ice it for Dracut. They'll pick up only their 13th win, but it's the biggest probably in school's history. St. Mary's will finish out a tremendous season, but it's going to be a tough ride back to Lynn as they wind up 22-3. But 3 comes in the semifinals of Division III here at Wakefield. For St. Mary's, Rosieros had 2, Perez had 4, Onawagu had a point, Batista hit a big 3, Maraca had a basket, Abate Walsh had 11, Echeverria had a very tough 12 points, Badmus had 20. On the other side, McCullough had 16. Santiago had the 2 big winning free throws to ice it, 15. Torres hit those big 3s early, had 13 in the first half. And Peters had a big second half, getting all 9 of his points in the second half. And everybody is walking out here. Dracut fans are walking out without touching the ground. St. Mary's fans are walking out mesmerized. They're in shock. St. Mary's season is over as they get upset by Dracut. The final score, Dracut 63, St. Mary's 59. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.